So today we're basically discussing the topic of why can't independent women get the man they want, right? Cool. So we need to be very direct with this one, right? It's going to be harsh, but I'm sure like it's better being harsh than lying to a person and getting them the results that they don't want, right? So we're going to be direct with it. The first one is weight. Most women, even in South Africa, in terms of weight, 51% of the employees at work are overweight, right? So men are very visual creatures. We like what we see, my guy. So if a woman is voluptuous and like a pretty reverse, I'm told, but we looking, dog. I'm told if she got that small waist, that small belly, the way it's supposed to be, we looking. You understand? We're trying to have a conversation. We're trying to speak to her. We're trying to get to know her. We're trying to figure out if you can, take it further than that. You understand? And the majority of women who are working, even if you go to the mall, for instance, you pull up at the mall, a woman will come out, man. There's seldom, not seldom, but like at least a good 50% of those women are not, there's something wrong with them. You understand? And obviously, yes, it goes with age and all of that, but the more you stay in the gym, the more you can actually control and change these circumstances. You understand? So if you hit the gym, you try to get fit, you do things at your own pace. As long as you're in the gym and you're trying, it's something you can change. You understand? So it's not like a permanent thing. Weight is very changeable. So first one is weight, and the second one is women who are average. What is average? Average is like average looking, dude. If you are 4 or 5, you understand? If you look in the mirror, if you walking with your girls and you go to a club and they don't ask you out, if you go to Conca and you're not the first girl they ask out, you're not a 9, you're not a 10. You're down there. Pants, you gotta. You know? So, you need to be honest with yourself. Stop this positivity thing. I'm as pretty as I want. You're not pretty as Beyonce. If you are a 9, right, you'd be on a magazine. Okay? If you are a 10 out of 10, Instagram, you'd be there with Faith Getty, all these girls that are hot, right? But you're not there, dude. Get 50 likes, 100 likes, 150 yana because you're a girl, level. There's these simps, these fake men out there will like. Maybe if I like her picture, she will like me back. So be honest with yourself. Don't let these weak men that you don't want to plan on having anything with fool you. You need to be honest with yourself. If you're a 5, be a 5, and then expect a guy who is on your terms, on your level. You understand? Problem is you are average, biggish, sometimes slenderish, your face ain't all of that. Makeup, yes, it can help, but in reality, men don't prefer makeup. And not to say you shouldn't wear makeup, but in terms of like dating long term, we think about our kids and we want you to look like our children. So we don't prefer makeup. You understand? Yeah, we don't have a problem with makeup. We say we want to see what our kids are going to look like when they come out of your belly, because they don't come out to makeup like you. And that's all we say. You understand? Yeah. So please be realistic with yourself. If you're a 6, date a guy who's a 6. You can't be dating a guy who's 6 when you're just cute. Wow, this guy is a freaking millionaire. He ain't that attractive, but maybe he is. Depends. The money helps for us guys. It can change any situation. So you can't date like top tier men if you just average on 100 likes on Instagram. Like, come on, bro, stop it. Right? Next, how attractive? Hit the gym. Okay, delusion. Stop living in a delusion, right? Most women live in a delusion, right? And like I said again, right? Most women want a guy who's tall, handsome, and has a lot of money, right? That's cool to want that, right? But the question you need to ask yourself, does that guy want you? Right? You want this guy. Like, it's almost like, does the guy you want you? And that's really the question you need to ask yourself, you understand? It's okay, cool. I'm working, yes. It's great, right? That you're working, you can afford certain things. But in turn, the more money a woman earns, the more it is difficult for her to find the man that she wants. Why is that? Because women assume that because they are earning money, it makes them more attractive to a successful man. So the delusion there is that no matter how much you are earning as a woman, it doesn't make you more attractive to successful men. It might make you attractive to broke men because you have money, but not to successful men. If a guy's a millionaire earning a lot of money, basically earning 50,000, let me not even say go to millionaires, it was unrealistic. It was a very small niche market, right? If a guy's earning like 50,000 and when you figure out sebenza winners and 18,000 or whatever the case is, right? 15 or whatever the case is, right? And then you think that guy's gonna date you for the salary? No, he's not. Why is he not? Because you're not gonna give him any of that money. So there's no point in him even dating you because women generally don't give men money. So there's no advantage of him even dating you. You understand? Yeah. So another thing that is a challenge or a problem to the dating market for women who are independent and working is age. Batala, bro. Batala. Hayi wafethu, batala. Hayi, asifuna bogogo thina. Hayi. Men are not built like that, you understand? Even if you go to the history of men have always been attracted to much younger women. There was a girl I was speaking to. She might watch this channel. She's probably watching this channel. She was like, hey, the next girl is always younger. I hate to admit it, but it's true. Men love women who are still young. This was statistically proven from the app called Tinder, right? And they searched that every guy on the app in different countries through different ethnic groups, yeah, you know what I'm saying, man, come on. Different races, right? Basically, when they clicked on the app, they were all searching for women from the age of 22, and the maximum age that they were searching for was 24. You understand? Now, I'm not saying Gucci that's the age you need to be, because most women, 22, 24, those ages at varsity, etc., right? But what we're saying is, you guys are much older, but you act like you're freaking 20 years old in the dating market. Not saying you guys are immature. No, I won't diss women like that. I love women. But we are saying men tend to date women who are much younger. Why do they date women who are much younger? Because women have an age limit when it comes to making children, right? And the dating age limit is 35. When a woman is 35, geriatric pregnancy becomes a problem, meaning when she's giving birth to a child over the age of 35, the chances of the child being unhealthy are very high. It's almost like, I won't say the percentage because I'm not 100% sure of it, but it's very high. You understand? But it's above 50 that the child might have some health issues when they're born after the age of 35. So women, unlike men, don't have all the time in terms of dating. A lot of successful men are not trying to date women at a young age. I can make you thousands of examples you probably don't even want to hear. We can go to the Kevin Harts and the famous people. We can go to I don't even want to go to the locals, bro. But in terms of dating, like, men generally tend to look for women who are much younger in age. Now, I'm not saying that they won't date an older woman. Oh, they'll date her, but in terms of them looking for marriage and something serious, no, they won't consider her. You understand? When they're trying to start a family, dude, you want a young girl who's still submissive, which is our next point. You independent women are not submissive. And my man, like, what do we mean by submissive? We mean like you guys are not cooperative. Even when I say the word submissive, independent women be like, but what we're basically saying is you guys are not cooperative. Meaning, if I say, look, babe, we're going to Johannesburg and Suga, let's say for Storas, right? Going to Joburg, we get on N17, not even sure if there's such a road. We get on N17 and we're going on that road. On our way there, the girl will be like, independent woman, hey, what route is this? I don't know this route. Babe, we're getting lost. If she even calls you babe by that time. You understand? Then you have to be like, keep explaining to her that no, I'm taking a different route. Now, what do I mean by that? What I'm saying is, independent women don't allow the man to lead, even if he's successful. They generally do not allow men to lead. And men, one of their primary natural things is for them to lead. Men want to be allowed to lead. And that is another reason women can date a guy who is successful, but they generally struggle to keep him because they generally want to be the man in the relationship and lead the relationship. And that's one of the biggest issues why independent women cannot get the man that they want. You understand? And they generally, you know, if you're trying to date, right? Dating is like customer as well as salesman. If you go to the dealership and you say, I am a salesman and I'm selling X, Y, and Z, I'm selling this car for a person who wants to use it, it's functionable, it has a certain speed, engine type. You need to know what the customer wants. You understand? Most women don't know what men want. You know? And they don't even concern themselves. They just assume things. You understand? And I can't blame them for that because most men won't tell them 100% of the truth because they can't really say the truth if you are working in a corporate space. You understand? So that's generally one of the issues. So, is this shit on Bluetooth? Oh my god. So, another thing is selling what the customers buy. So if you're a salesman, you need to know what men generally want. And men want simple 5 things, right? Men want you to be fit. They want you to be cooperative. They want you to be youthful. They want you to have a fresh womb, right? You can have one baby, but it makes it very difficult, right? You have to be exceptional after having one baby. You have to be a good girl, I understand? And then they want you to be inspirational, meaning if a guy comes with a business plan and says, hey babe, I want us to do this, but you need to be inspirational instead of tearing down. You understand? After you date a guy for a long while, usually women and men actually do this. They're less inspirational, less supportive. They have like more criticism when a person's trying to grow, or let's say a person's trying to further their education. Hey, I want to go do honors in X or Y or Z. Then your partner's just like negative and all that stuff. So you need to be more inspirational and more supportive, and that's what generally men want. You understand? We already know what women want. You want an attractive guy, tall, all that stuff, right? Cool. And the challenge with all of that is that what women also don't understand is that only 10% of men are having bedroom fun with 80% of the women. You understand? So those tall, working guys, nice pictures, all that stuff, it's only 10% of them. And they have sexual access to 80% of the women. Dating apps, Instagram, Facebook, all these things. These people have access. So when you're dealing with these men, you're not the only one who's dealing with them. A lot of women want them. So your game needs to be on point, bro. You know what I'm saying? And most of your game ain't tight like that. Hate to tell you, but it is what it is. And that's generally it, you understand? So those are the problems. Now what are the solutions? Solutions are, you can hit the gym. If you have, actually I know what another solution is. Most women also suffer from a trauma, right? What do I mean by trauma? Trauma, they've dated guys that they fell in love with and they're still not over it. And they bring it to the next relationship. You understand? So you go into a relationship, you're still traumatized by your ex or the ex before that. You have trust issues, your boyfriend's going out with these boys, you're like, baby, whoopie. Video call. Hey, oh, sis, asakhona ukuphefumula manje. Hey, yabo kushisa kanjani? Bantu lo lizijulukile, ngithola. So, asakhona ukuphefumula manje ujola lo muntu ubhizi ukutext like 1,000. Where you at? Show me a picture. What? All that stuff gets very annoying to men. Men want to be at peace. Peace is very attractive. You understand? The guy wants to go hustle, ube peaceful, ungalemu stress something. You understand? So that's solution number 1. And then solution number 2. I said the first one was therapy, etc. Then solution number 2 is you going to. I might have to cut this. Obviously, you hitting the gym, getting in shape, right? That's an essential thing. If you are trying to get a top tier man, a man who's 100%, don't tell, not 100%, but who's like, 20% of the population in terms of high earning men. You have to hit the gym, you have to stay in shape, etc., right? And another solution is be more cooperative, in fact. Hambu, check ama-therapist free la. Uva khulume nawo, batshele inkinga yakho, etc. You can get assistance. Another problem is most of the population comes from single mother households. So they grow up not having an example of a husband and a wife at home. You understand? So they generally don't know how to even speak to a man or how to treat a man. And that generally becomes an issue in the relationship system. You understand? You don't know how to speak to your boyfriend. You speak to your boyfriend roughly, pointing fingers at him and doing some wild stuff that you've seen on TV. And that's generally a problem. You understand? So, you need to be able, or if you are not born, for instance, in a family with a mother and a father, you need therapy, you need coaching, etc., and you need to learn how to speak to a man. It's important. Men value these things. It sounds corny because generally the market is placed in a way that, a lot of women generally say, oh, he can't handle a woman on my level, or he can't handle men. Oh, you guys say men guys are so funny though. Men can't handle an independent woman. They're scared of a challenge. That's why they go to little babies. And men are like, no, that's not the reason. Talk too much. Kuluma kakulu, bruh. Kuluma. And that's a problem. Men want peace. They want you to be cooperative. Ume kuluma. Umlalele. You understand? So there needs to be more of a cooperative situation where you understand that he's the leader and you are the neck of the home, like it says in the Bible. I'm not very religious, but like it says in the Bible, right? So once you understand that system, it works better if you are trying to get a successful man. But another problem is there are women out there, guys, independent women, man. Let me tell you about these women, bro. There are independent women out there who seem like they got their shit together, no? But they always look for these fucked up guys. What do I mean, these fucked up guys? They look for guys who don't have jobs. And why do they look for these guys, right? They look for these guys, ne? Because they want to be the leaders in that relationship. They want to be, baby, I'm okay, Zich. They want to be, yo, it's happy. Woo! As akafuna ukusebenza, akafuna ukwenzani. Ayenzi lutho, akangisizi ngalutho. Mangifika nje uhlelo akapheki. They love that shit because they want to do what? What do they want to do, guys? They want to always complain with other women about how bad their partners are together. Meaning, Umbalo may fear conversation on a Friday. She wants to complain about how bad Zeppo is and how much she's so better than another person. That gives her joy. I'm spelling it out, bro. I'm jabulisa right there in it. Utaliba complain ngendoda uthi mina ngcono kunaye wada he ain't shit, all that stuff, but they were khumula manje. Tsepha hands next. Yeah, when that's up mama So there are women who are really addicted to being leaders and critics and critics within their relationship, and that gives them satisfaction. Because guess why? Why do they do that? Because when they get a successful man, they know they're so fucked up. They know they can't cooperate with the man. When they speak to a man, they have fucking nothing to say. Right? They are more argumentative. Men end up, dude, I'm not with this stuff. God, you understand? So they can't keep a successful man, so they always opt for a woman who's below them, so they can control that man. And that's generally what those type of women want. So fellas, successful fellas, stay away from these women. They're trash. They're trash. Women who are trash like this, you guys, we don't know if you want to change or not, but you can stay in that lane. If you want to change, you've heard the video, you've heard all the above, and you can take notes and change and be a woman. You understand? Instead of complaining about money all the time, that you are taking care of a man and all this stuff, you can just be feminine. Actually, it's so much cheaper for you to be a woman. What do I mean? If you are submissive and you cooperate with the man, a man will pay more money in terms of dates, all these things, because he will feel like you are a woman, you are vulnerable, you are emotional. And his natural state is always protect, because men are protectors. He will try by all means to protect and provide for you. But if you are aggressive, that's a male trait. So if you're aggressive, you're just another man in the house, and men don't want to date other men. You understand? And another thing that most women complain about is, I can be cooperative, but what if he's not a good leader? Meaning, I can be submissive to the right guy, right? Hear a lot of this shit. No, I can be submissive to the right guy if he acts right. Well, do you know what's that similar to? That's similar to me wearing high heels and going up to a club and saying, say I'm your type, right? And I'm at a club and you see me, and I come up to you, tall, dark, handsome, rich, all that shit, right? Come to you and I'm like, hey, how are you? No, I come to you and I'm like, hey, my name is Mzwakhe, and I really like your outfit, girl. Oh my God, you look so cute. Oh, is that Brazilian hair? Oh my God. Question. Would you want to date me if I said that to you? Most of your answers would be like no, right? Now, why don't you want to date me? Because 6. You don't want to date me because I sound like a female. And that's what I'm saying. Most of you women are men. You have male traits. You are aggressive and you're submissive. Expect kuhlala nomtshito. Umtshito kuvakashelile ngeweekend upheka kayi-1. Mfethu. Uzodlala ngathi, bro. Yabo? Some of you are not fit. We get tired of all these things, man. They're tiring. We can't do this stuff. You understand? You expect men to act traditional, but you are not traditional. So that's surely one of the biggest problems. And yeah, I'm going to cut it off right now. Peace.